Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. It's that van guy again with another weekly video. Today's video is going to be my store finds and mail deliveries video for the week. I've been away from you guys for about a week. I was on vacation, went up north, did some hunting. My dad's in the hospital, so I was visiting him. So it's been kind of a crazy week, and it's been a little while since I posted a video, but I'm back and I got plenty of content for you guys. More videos planned in the future. Lots of cool stuff coming in the mail that I haven't received yet. So lots more content for you in the near future. Let's start going through some of this stuff. I did some actual hunting on my time off. Hunting diecast, that is. I usually don't hunt for diecast too much in my local area. I just don't really have the patience for it. I don't want to waste the gas. And I have a lot of friends and stuff, so if I'm looking for in the diecast community, so if I'm looking for something in particular, I usually just post it on our diecast club page, and the guys that like to hit the stores on a daily basis will just kind of keep an eye out for me. But I heard that there was in my local area, there was a Walmart that got the 2020 C-Case cars, and this particular super van is a brand new release from the 2020 Hot Wheels C-Case. Usually in my local area we get everything last, but we finally got something early. And if you look at the top of the card here, see that last letter? It says C. That's how you can kind of tell which case the release is from. They have like a code. I'm sure there's a couple sites on the internet that you can search to get information on how to decipher this code. But I believe the last letter in this code is what case it's from. So this is the C case. But this is a brand new mainline super van release. It's been a little while since we've had a mainline super van. So not the most exciting livery. This King of Hearts. It's a Hot Wheels Arts car, Hot Wheels Art car release. But I was really looking forward to this one. I wanted to try to get a few. So when I heard that they had some C-Case cars in my area, I jumped at the chance to search for one and find one on my own. And I searched and searched the Walmart and basically touched every single main line in the store. Went through the dump bin, went through like the side kicker / bin, and went through every single card on the pegs to find this. And this is the only one I found. And I went about 95% of the way through my search before I actually found this. So I did do some hunting because I was looking for that one in particular. And we will be opening that one later in the episode. I also got... this is a C-Case release as well, the Chrysler Pacifica off-road casting. Here's the first release of this van casting, this Chrysler Pacifica. It came in a Hot Wheels Racing livery. And you can see it says new for 2019 there. And this is the second color. This is for 2020, with the Pacifica lettering on it. So I got one of these, and we'll be opening that. And then... we could open up this original one too. I got a couple doubles of that. And then this is also a new C-Case car. This is the cool one. It's kind of like a hot rodded ice cream truck. And I have a bunch of these. And this is another dollar mainline, so I picked that up. If you want to take a look at the back. So that's another C-Case car. Fairly new. So we'll be opening that as well. I also got some more of these when I was digging through the dump bin. Could never have enough custom 77 Dodge vans, so I grabbed a few more of these gold versions. And we could open one of those. I also picked up at my local Target, thanks to a heads up from some of the guys in my local club, picked up this Hot Wheels ID car, Volkswagen T1 GTR. So stay tuned. We'll be checking that one out. We will be opening that. Let's see what else. couple things that we aren't going to open, and I'll just set them aside to get out of the way. I ordered a lot sale from eBay. A guy had he had 3 different Racing Champions Mint Gold Strikes for sale at a reasonable price. These are older Gold Strikes, and they're really hard to tell, but they have some gold trim on the wheels, and that's the only way that you can tell it's a Gold Strike. These are an older release. The more current releases, the Gold Strikes actually have like gold paint and a lot more like gold trim, so it's real easy to tell it's a Gold Strike. But back when they first started doing the Gold Strikes, it was just like some very subtle like gold trim on the wheels, and part of the wheels are chrome and part of the wheels are gold. And the package is, a little scuffed up and stuff. These are older release, but they're real hard to tell. You have to look at it real closely, but the wheels do have gold trim on them. And I bought it as a lot. I wasn't really interested in this. This is a 60 Chevy Impala. So hit me up on my Facebook page if you're interested in this Racing Champions Mint chase piece, this Gold Strike. Would be available to purchase or for trade. Don't plan on keeping this, so this one won't be opened. I'll set that one aside, and then this is the other Racing Champions Mint Gold Strike. I have an avalanche of cars here. This is a 65 Pontiac GTO in green, and this also has some green, gold trim on the wheels to signify it's a Gold Strike chase car. So this is another Racing Champions Mint Gold Strike chase release, 65 Pontiac GTO. Again, we're not going to be opening that. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly how rare they are. Gold Strikes are supposed to be 2% of total production, but in this particular release, it says new for 2016 at the top left there. It didn't list how many were made. So if you don't have the production numbers, it's kind of hard to tell how many chase pieces were made. But these Racing Champions Mint are fairly rare. I believe the Gold Strikes, at least, they seem a lot more rare than, let's say, an M2 chase piece. Because M2 puts out like 750 pieces of their Gold Strikes, or of their chase pieces. So those and 250 pieces, depending on what level of if it's a chase or the super chase. But 2% would be less than that. So these Racing Champions Mint Gold Strikes are pretty rare. But those I just bought as part of a lot sale. There was a third one that I bought for a friend for Christmas. That's why I'm not showing it, because he might be watching my video and I don't want him to see what I got him. So we won't be showing that third piece. But those two are available if you're interested. Hit me up on my Facebook page, That Van Guy. I also found these at my local Walmart. Now, not every Walmarts are getting these. These are M2 holiday releases. And they all have there's 2 different series in this holiday release. There's a series that have a little plastic Coke bottle on top of each vehicle. And then there's another one with like a Christmas tree and snow on them. And there are only vans in the series with the Coke bottle on top. So I only wanted these, and we are going to be opening these in the second segment of the video, or the second half. This one is the Dodge 8100, fairly new casting to M2. And then this is the Ford Econoline Ford van. So those are the only vans in either one of those 2 series. So grab one of each of those, and we will be opening those. And then I got a loose van here. This is a Johnny Lightning White Lightning release. This is a chase car. We're going to be opening or checking that out. It's actually already opened. It's loose, but we'll be checking that out in detail. And then I also got this, which I'm going to keep carded. I have a couple of these. I have a couple loose ones, but I wanted one carded to hang on the wall with the rest of my custom classics. So that one we're not going to be opening. Okay, now we get the camera adjusted. This was a Johnny Lightning that I picked up from eBay. And I thought it was maybe a release that I didn't have or like a second version. But this is actually a White Lightning. This van was actually released in like a metallic blue. And it's the exact same livery. It's just all blue, but it's got the little GMC circular logo on the doors. But this is a White Lightning version, so it's all white, and one way you can tell it's a White Lightning, the interior is white, a little bit hard to tell because the glass is a little bit tinted, so it almost looks gray through the windows, but it does have white interior, and it also has a white painted base, which is usually not the way they have them. They're usually like a raw metal. So this is 2000 GMC Savannah Johnny Lightning van, and I have every single one in this casting line from Johnny Lightning. So check out my playlists on my channel. There's a Johnny Lightning playlist, and there's a GMC Savannah van video where I feature all the different versions in the casting lineup. So there are a few White Lightnings that I'm missing, but all the regular releases I have. So if you're curious how many they produced, they actually produced quite a few. I think they produced maybe 20 or so, I believe. I don't remember the exact number, but glad to add this one to the collection. So this one is another one I got off of eBay. Very cool piece. Next up, we can tear open a couple of these main lines. I'm sure you've seen me open up this custom 77 Dodge van before, but I got a whole boatload of them. This is the plastic base version. I'm sorry, plastic body version. It's got a metal base, but it's got plastic wheels and a plastic body. The metal body version is the one that has the big skylight or moonroof cut into the roof, where it's got like a big open window on top. But the plastic body versions, which there are quite a few now, some of them were released in like a color changer line, and there were other couple plastic body versions in like a 5-pack. But this is the Super Chromes from 2019, the second release in gold. First release was in a chrome, so we'll set that one aside. Next up is this brand new for 2019 Chrysler Pacifica minivan, done in like a off-road Baja style. And this is the first release of this new Chrysler Pacifica casting, in the blue with the Hot Wheels racing logos on it. But you can see it's got kind of a crash bar in the front, or a brush guard. It's got bigger off-road tires on it. It's got some racing numbers on it. It's got extra tires sticking out the back. And it's got like a light bar on top. So it's done up kind of like a Baja racer or an off-road van, which is a different take. I would have preferred a regular Chrysler Pacifica, like a slammed version, but unfortunately Mattel doesn't consult with me before they release their van castings. That would be nice. Next up, we got a brand new C-Case car. This is the cool one, hot rodded ice cream truck. Brand new 2020 C-Case car. Just your standard ice cream truck looking thing, but more of like a hot rod version. The cool one, I got quite a few of those. So I wanted to grab the new version with the different paint scheme. Next up, we have this brand new 2020 C-Case Chrysler Pacifica in this metallic red. See if we can level this out a little bit. There we go. That's the brand new livery, brand new paint scheme for the 2020 C case in this metallic red with the racing sponsorships and the word Pacifica across the side. I'm not really sure which one I like best. I think I still prefer the Hot Wheels racing version to this one, but this one's cool in its own way. I think it looks like they have the same exact wheels, except for this one looks like it has more of a chrome trim to it than the other one. Looks like they're just all blacked out wheels. I'll try to put them side by side so you can kind of compare as they come around, if they will stay. The red one has more of some chrome trim on it with black in the background on the wheels, whereas the blue version is just all blacked out wheels with no chrome whatsoever. So the wheels on the red one stand out a little bit better because they've got those chrome accents. So those are the first two releases or versions from the Chrysler Pacifica casting. Set those aside. And then last but certainly not least, we have this brand new 2020 CK Super Van from the Hot Wheels Art Cars. I was really looking forward to this one. Plan on grabbing a bunch of these if I can find them. It's got a blue plastic base. It looks like it doesn't say Super Van or 70s Van. If you check out my my YouTube channel, I do have a couple videos on the Super Van. Not a casting spotlight just yet because I wanted to try to get all of them. But this particular casting it has been redone or retooled once. It was originally called the Super Van, and they changed it to the 70s Van. It's also had some special releases where it was called something else, like Khaki Cooler, Jones Soda Van, a couple other names, I believe, for certain releases. But this is from the 2020 C case, Hot Wheels Art Cars. And you can see it has the King of Hearts livery on both sides, but then it has the Ace of Hearts, I believe, on top on the roof. No graphics on the back. Metal body, plastic base, plastic wheels, red tinted chrome wheels, red tinted windshield. Probably like a dark blue interior to match the base. So, red, white, and blue colors. I would imagine a lot of these will be picked up and made into customs for all you Super Van fans out there. Okay, and then next up we have this Hot Wheels ID car, brand new casting, Volkswagen T1 GTR, fairly new. Let me just get this turntable out of the way for now. Hot Wheels ID, so you can go through the packaging. Let me just zoom out a little bit so we can get a good shot of what it looks like. So here's, it's got some graphics on the inside lip of the box. It actually has like a magnet that kind of holds it closed, which is kind of cool. A little magnet like built into the packaging. There's some graphics of the car and the van's inside. This is from the Nightburner series. Volkswagen T1 GTR Series 1. 5 of 6. And then it has some pretty elaborate packaging. Talks about, you know, how you can use the app and stuff. Just give you a shot of all the sides. And then I'll cut the plastic seals off. And I'll actually open it up. And this is designed to open up. You can play with the car and then put it back in the packaging. That's the way it's designed. So that's pretty cool. Hang on while I cut it open. Okay, I got it cut open. So the box inside, it just slides out from either side. So then you just set that aside. And here's the little box with the car inside it. Give you another shot of what the box looks like. And you just pull this plastic out, and then you can get the car out. And then the car is kind of molded into the plastic, so it's easy to remove. So you can play with your car. And then you put it back in, and then slide it back down into the box, and then back into the outer case. Boom. Saved from dust and playware, kind of secured in this little box for next time that you want to race it or play with it, or just if you want to keep it stored to keep it in mint condition. But I'm a loose collector, and I might eventually get a second one to keep boxed up like I did for the Mystery Machine, which you saw in a previous video. But let's take a closer look at this Volkswagen T1 GTR. You can see on the bottom it has some clear red plastic, and it says Hot Wheels ID on the bottom. Let me see if I can zoom in. So you can see it says Hot Wheels ID. There's like a little microchip in the bottom, and that's kind of like what works as the lap counter. It does have the name of the casting cast into the bottom, Volkswagen T1 GTR. Then it has some other stuff, made in Malaysia, Mattel. It's got kind of a smooth plastic base, but the base is like a clear plastic to show you the little RF reader, or whatever you want to call that, the little Hot Wheels ID chip in the bottom. And then it's got the special Hot Wheels ID wheels, and they have some white lettering on them. I think it probably says Night Burners. Usually on the white lettering on the tires, it usually refers to what series or line it's from. Now this is supposed to be like a chop top racing version of a Volkswagen van with some big fender flares, so it can have wider tires. So this is kind of a streamlined racing version of a Volkswagen van. Chop top, you know, lowered stance roof, lower to the ground, wide fender flares all around, so it can have wider tires. So kind of a cool racing version of a Volkswagen van. The top is somewhat clear, and it kind of has like a carbon fiber design to it, but you can see inside it's probably like some sort of an engine inside, and it kind of has like a roll bar looking thing on the inside as well. And then for the most part it's like a chrome metal. I don't believe the top comes off or anything. I don't want to break it. But yeah, that's the Volkswagen T1 GTR. Let's see if I can zoom in even closer on it for you guys, so you can really get some good detail on it. It's got the Hot Wheels, special Hot Wheels ID wheels, which are some pretty cool looking wheels. But that one's pretty cool. Glad to add that to the collection. And then last but not least, we're going to check out these M2 releases. console. First we have the, it's a plastic clamshell case inside of a outer clamshell. So you got the standard M2 plastic case. Looks like my case has a few cracks in it, but I really don't care because I plan on displaying it loose. Let me see if I can get the top off easily. Here we go. This is a 64 Dodge A100 panel van. I find it kind of weird that it's got these little Coke bottles on top, but it is a Coke van, I guess. So I guess it's just some sort of advertisement. Drive around town with a big Coke bottle on top of your van. But this is the 64 Dodge A100, the fairly new van casting from M2. Brand new Dodge van casting. And then next up we have the Ford Econoline version from that same series. I'll open up that case so you can get a better look at it. 65 Ford Econoline delivery van on this one. Let's see if I can take these off the base while you're checking it out. Not sure if any collectors are going to buy these and then like take the little Coke bottle off the top. I suppose that might be an option. But here's the A100 off of the base. You can see the bottom. It's got the skinny wheels, the little exhaust pipe underneath, like most of the A100s have. It's more of a street stance, you know, high. It's not really like a lowered hot rod stance on this one. But this one's supposed to be a delivery vehicle, not a custom car. So, see if I can get that Ford Econoline off the base so you can take a look at that a little closer up. But these weren't cheap. Anything usually from M2 that has a Coke livery on it is always more expensive, and they've kind of been raising their prices recently anyway. These were like $9 a piece after tax, so definitely aren't cheap. Here's the Ford Econoline off the base. Park them together here. Looks like the Coke bottles on top are pretty much the same, but you can see the two different body styles and the slightly different paint scheme. One is kind of a two-tone, the other one is just all white with the red Coke dot on it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I'm that_diecast_van_guy on Instagram. Check out my Facebook page, That Van Guy. Don't forget to check out all my playlists on my YouTube channel. I got lots and lots of different videos for you guys. Some old, some new. So there's lots of content there for you that you probably haven't seen yet. Check out the different playlists, and if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Also, really appreciate if you guys would subscribe if you're a regular viewer. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.